Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Woodpeckers Deep Dive. My name's Jeff Farris. Welcome to my shop. Today, we're going to take a closer look at Woodpeckers Radius Quick Jigs. These are a great tool for rounding over the corner of your projects. I'm going to show you how to use them. But before we do that, I want to talk about storage. The Radius Quick Jig now comes with a wall-mountable racket, and I mounted mine to a French cleat that I can move around the shop. Well, where I really want this is right here on my router table. So I'm going to put a piece of French cleat stock right here on the edge of my router table. That's the first thing we're going to do today. So I've taken a look at what's going on with the leg set, and I'm pretty sure that I can use two of the bolts from the top joint between the leg set and the apron to mount my French cleat. I'm just going to take these off and I'm going to replace them with bolts that are just a little bit longer. So I just want to see what the distance is between the two bolt holes. So I'll get that one on center and then line up to this. And we are 18 3/4 center to center. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this down, get behind that round over, and say that right there is where I want this to start. So my first hole is right there. So now I've got a point where I want to start that. I'm going to make a squaring mark to make sure that we stay right on that line. So I want to scribe that at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to use the scribing guide to make my crosshair. Now we're going to come down the 18 3/4 to the other end. And mark that. We'll square it off and center across. I'm going to drill a couple of holes now, 5/16, which gives me a little clearance on my 1/4 inch bolt. So I cut a little countersink in the face so that the rack will slide over, and then we're just going to put this onto the router table legs, lock it down, slide the rack on, and load it up. Now, one of the things I like about the Radius Quick Jig is a lot of the furniture that I build, I kind of design as I go, and I can take these, drop them on a corner of my project, and draw that arc and see if that's what I want. Or do I want a little more, a little less? Maybe what I really want is 5/8, or is it 3/4? I can play around with it a little bit, figure out what I want. And if I'm working on a piece of scrap stock, like I am here, I can even go ahead and try the cutout, see how it's going to look. If I don't like that, I've got 4 more corners I can try out. I want to share with you a couple of tips and tricks about the Radius Quick Jig to help you get the most out of them. Now, one of the things is your corner needs to be dead square. If you don't have a dead square corner, you're going to get kind of a funny looking cut out of there, and you'll have to do some extra sanding. So check your stock, make sure it's right on the money. Now, one of the limitations of the Radius Quick Jig is that this shoulder that's hooking over the edge of your stock is 1/4 of an inch deep. So that is the thinnest piece of stock that you can do. Not so fast. We've got a way around that. And it's a good thing too, because as we all know, 1/4 inch plywood is not a 1/4 of an inch. You can see here that 1/4 inch plywood, my jig sticks below the level of the material. So we got to do something about that. And here's what I came up with. All I need is something that is the same size as the piece that I'm rounding over. Now that could be another piece of the same material. It could be thicker, it could be thinner. As long as it gets you up over 1/4 of an inch, you're in good shape. So let's just put that together. If you're uncomfortable with having those two pieces sliding against each other, you could put double-faced tape between them. But with the jig, that's going to keep that corner tight, and we'll be able to knock all 4 corners out real quick. So that's how you do stock thinner than 1/4 of an inch. Now throughout the demonstration today, I've been working with our freehand guard in place. And I want to show you just how effective the freehand guard is in conjunction with the Radius Quick Jig. I'm going to make one cut without it, see what kind of a mess we create, and then we'll do the other 3 corners with it on so you can see just how clean your shop can be. Hey folks, thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this closer look at Woodpeckers Radius Quick Jigs. If you like what you see today, be sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell. That way you'll know about every one of our great videos right when they come out. And if you like our videos, you're gonna love our tools. Be sure and go to our website and sign up for our email mailing list. You'll know about every one of our great promotions. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Deep Dive.